Welcome everybody to the newest Satisfactory video. As you can see, things are a little bit different, but not too different, hopefully. I've done a little bit of work off screen, as you can plainly see. Let me show you. So, to start off with, I have added, if I can find the ladder, there we go. I have added a second level to the factory. The reason being for the second level is because I'm going to start making steel. In order to make steel, we need to mix coal and iron together. And that is not going to be possible with the current layout that we had. So I had to completely renew this whole entire area. I don't think renew is the word, but I did have to remake. There we go, that's the word. I had to remake the entire area here in order to expand the iron. So we now have much more iron to work with here. As you can see, this is being split into its appropriate areas, as is this. Everything is more or less load balanced, give or take. I've tried my best to load balance this whole thing, but I don't know if I've done a very good job at it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Anyway, so with our coal generator, we are going to be able to power everything here. But I also want to take leftover coal from this coal ore over here, bring it all the way through to here, up here, and start making steel production. Reason being is because steel is pretty needed at this part of the game, and it's very versatile, and it's just going to be really nice for us in the long run. So I think for this episode, what we're going to be trying to work towards, because we do need a goal for today's episode, as I always want to be able to keep doing, because this is really enjoyable, is we're going to focus on this, the advanced steel production. What we get from this specifically is we're going to get the Miner Mark II, which doubles the amount of ore that we can take out. It says right here, the normal extraction rate is 120 resources per minute. The extraction rate is modified depending on resource node purity. Outputs all extracted resources onto connected conveyor belts. So if we place this on a pure vein, instead of getting 120, we're going to get 240, I think, if I'm correct. I can't really remember, but we'll fact check that when we get it. So we'll also get encased industrial steel beams, stators, which are going to be used in a lot of crafting recipes in the future, motors, automated wiring, which is for the space station. As you can see right there, we need 100 advanced automated wiring, and then we need and then we get heavy modular frames, which is a stronger version of the modular frames that we can already craft. Without further ado, let's get started on this, shall we? We've already got the milestone active, so we need 200 steel cylinders, 200 rotors, 1500 copper wire, and 300 concrete. So I've already done a little bit of renovations, but I'm going to be continuing working on a little bit more just off screen so that I can get this all finished and spruced up so we don't have to really worry too much about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys when that's done. I've forgotten how to ping. What is the button? Oh no. N? Nope. We need to find a way to pull all of this coal directly to us, which is not too difficult, but it can be a little bit tricky. And it's going to cost a lot of resources. Oh, and here's the limestone, by the way, which is a pure that we are going to be taking up to the rest of the limestone to make an even bigger concrete factory. Alright, I'm going to gather more materials, finish up this conveyor belt over here, and then I'm going to power on that coal extractor and coal miner, sorry, and we'll continue on. Alrighty. So now we have our iron and coal being pulled up to here. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to try to build a foundry. Now, I need to figure out a system to be able to get the most use out of this foundry as possible while making sure that I'm not cucking myself. So I'm going to figure out the logistics of this. And then after I figure out the logistics, I will proceed to let you know how it goes. Because we've also got a concrete up here. Woo! And I've also got to mix the concrete together as well. That's a thing that's going to happen too. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so we now have our power plant hooked up to the coal. That is now going to be extracting the coal and bringing it up so that we can make steel, which is going to be great. Now we have to worry about the limestone. So we're going to head over there now, see you there in a bit. Alrighty. So here we have our limestone pile, which is pure. So we're going to be able to mine this as well and take it out too. First, I've got to get rid of this giant rock. There we go. So now I'm going to, because it's pure, we can make a equipment workshop real quick. And I think I should be able to build at least one, or I can build a lot of portable miners. Boom. With this portable miner, I will get rid of the equipment workshop and build the foundations here just to make it a little uniform. Because realistically speaking, who doesn't like things uniform, right? Not many people. I don't really like things uniform, but in this game it's pretty sick. So here is our miner. Now aim right here. And this bad boy is going to be pulling out 120. Awesome. Very, very nice. We'll focus on the limestone stuff a little bit later on. But for right now, we can focus on the foundry. So, to build a foundry, we need 10 versatile frames and 10 rotors. Not routers. Rotors. So I'm going to go over and pick myself up some. So we need 10 of these bad boys. So I'm going to take 10, put them back in. I'm going to head all the way back over. I've got to say, I love looking at this factory. I know that it's probably not the best and it's probably making a lot of people cringe, but I love it. I think it looks really cool. Ah, versatile frameworks. Need 10 of those, but I'll just take the 14. It'll be fine. I love this game. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I really, really love this game. It's so cool. Okay, foundry time. So I think I don't want to funnel this all in. I don't know how much this takes. So let's just build it right here. So this is what the foundry looks like. It's pretty cool. It costs quite a bit. It's very expensive. And it also costs a lot of money too. Well, not a lot of money. A lot of energy, if I remember correctly. So it's going to take in 3 iron and 3 coal per minute. Or 3 iron and 3... It's going to take in 45 iron ore and 45 coal per minute. So I have 120 coal being produced. And I also have 240 iron. So with 240 iron, I can split that. So we build the foundry, right? As we build the foundry, we're also going to crack open our logistics and we're going to split this. But we're going to split this all the way over here, or maybe the way over here. Yeah, I'm going to conveyor belt that into here. Now that's being split into 120 and then we're going to split it again. So we'll take it, place that there, and get rid of the foundry because we don't really need it right now, just to make sure. And we get another splitter. So 120 goes into here. And 120 goes into here. Now, with that 120 being split off, it takes 45. So, I think here we're going to just have to overload the machine a little bit. Maybe, but also maybe not. Let's see here. How much does this take? 30. So, theoretically speaking, we can get 2 foundries working at the same time, which is not terrible. So, let's get this sorted first. So, with, because I don't want these episodes to be super long, I will actually most likely cut out a lot of this inner working stuff. If you guys want me to keep it in, I can keep it in, and then the episodes can be longer, but for right now, I will be editing the videos out a little bit, so I hope that you guys can understand that, because there is quite a lot of mumbling to myself, so yeah. It's not terrible. So that is now 30, like so, into immersion. Oh my brain, oh my brain, oh my brain, oh my brain. So that leads into here. Here. Now it's splitting 30. Buddy, that was an ordeal. So, we've got quite the eyesore, unfortunately, but it's not big of a deal, I hope. Yeah, I'm really hoping it's not that big of a deal, and I'm really hoping that this works out in terms of plans, because I don't really have a backup. I'm not going to be explaining this for once. I will instead, for the most part, that doesn't even need to be there, I don't think, which is grand. So I will instead, for the most part, just be writing it down on a diagram, and from there, hopefully, you guys will be able to understand whatever the fuck happened here, because this took about 30 minutes. 30 minutes to plan out. And I'm not entirely sure that it's going to work. So we're just gonna have to see, and hopefully it doesn't go tits up. But for the most part, this whole thing is done, and we can now focus on making steel. But before that happens, there's also one more thing that I need to do, which is power this on. But I think what I do want to do as well really quickly is kind of work on this part over here so that I can get a little bit more stuff stacked up and ready to go. Because there is leftover iron here that I do want to get working on, and it'll be a good idea. So I will get started on that and finish that up, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. You know, I think what's most amazing about this game is that you can do literally whatever you want. And the factory can be big, it can be small, it can be literally whatever. But the most important thing is that you have fun. That's what a game is all about. I find it most entertaining when I get to look back at the things that I have created like this and think, wow, I really did my best on this. I do really enjoy being able to create things for you guys. So I am now going to begin powering up these machines. 16 plus 55. That would be 71. So this one is going to be out of commission on this connection. Boop. Worth it though. Now this one might be the same. 21. Not bad. Boop. Wonderful. And now, I need to make myself a couple of constructors. Because, you know, you can't just make a foundry and then expect it to just build stuff. You've got to do a little bit more than that. So this is going to be making steel pipes, and I will make this steel beams. Now they're not going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be, because there's no real way I can get them to be perfect right now. And yes, while as much as I like load balancing and think it's so cool, which it really is, it really is, and I really hope that you guys at least attempt to try load balancing for yourselves. It's not for everybody, and it certainly is not all the way for me. So we're going to power up these final machines and let everything else take hold. And you require 15, and you're currently at 36. So I think you should be fine to power both, right? 66. I'll wait to see if it goes up anymore. It seems like it's okay. I think we're almost done with this episode. Alrighty, well, now that we have everything set up, I will give you guys a quick look at what it looks like. Wow. Wowee. So here we have the coal that I will write up a diagram for. Don't worry, I am not leaving you guys in the dark about this. There will be a diagram that will be written up for the foundry so that you guys can get a good understanding of what is happening. I will also be writing up a diagram for pretty much any build that I do in the future or any build that I have done previously, because I want you guys to follow along. I think it'd be really cool. It'd be really, really enjoyable if you guys could follow along with me and also create the things that I am creating, or maybe do your own spin on something. You never know. So for right now, I am going to leave this all. I will see you guys when we have begun our next milestone. Okay? So I'll see you guys in a bit. I think we have all of our materials now. I think it's been roughly 30-40 minutes since I last spoke to you guys. And I think we have all of the things that we need. So I'm gonna go and collect them all. So first up, we need the 200 steel cylinders. I don't know the actual name of them because I have forgotten them already, but I'm going to pick up the rotors because I'm closest to those first. And then I will pick up the copper, and then I'll pick up the concrete. I believe that's... oh, that's 199. Oh, there's the last one. 200. So we need 1,500 of that, which has been collected. And then we need 300 concrete, which is right over here. And very last thing that we need is the steel beams. Alrighty. With all of those ingredients collected, we can now go back to the hub and do some really, really cool stuff, which I'm really, really looking forward to. But that'll have to be done in the next episode because this episode is coming to a close. In 3, 2, 1, eat.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
That is indeed right, Ada. We have a bunch of stuff that we just unlocked, and we will be going into all of it in the next episode. I also want to be able to get us to this right here. So we're also going to be unlocking this today because we're going to need it, and we're going to need it really, really badly. Yeah. So I'm going to go up, collect all the ingredients. Alrighty. And with the ship back, we can now launch the second part. 3, 2, 1, yeet.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Alrighty. As Ada said, we have got more stuff to work with, which is great. And this is pretty much it for today. I'm really, really happy that I was able to work with you guys on this, and also just really excited that I was able to get this far with you guys. We did a lot of work today, like a lot of work. I know that you're probably not going to see it, but we did do a lot of work. The diagrams will be in the description box below so that if you guys want to follow along with this, you can. And I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope that you enjoyed me being able to keep you company. Thank you all so much for stopping by in today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever it is that you are at in the world. And I hope you know that if you ever feel lonely, that you can find solace in knowing that I'll be around. Without any further ado, see you guys in the next video. Bye.